Hi guys, Lewted host here with another dank stream. I wanted to quickly stream 2 more replays and hopefully do a live multiplayer battle as well. I just had enough time to stream like one more time for today. So I thought, since people don't really watch the replays, I don't see why I shouldn't. Watch the streams. I don't see why I shouldn't stream. I think people watch past broadcasts. Alright, just give me a minute so I can pause. This one was recent. I showcased that one, so it's this one. This one's first. I was playing as Epirus in this one. I was very skeptical because I was going up against the Gite and 2 Roman players. However, in this replay you'll see why they lost. There's one big reason why they lost, and you're about to see why. I have to admit, I got like about 2,800 kills in this game because of how, I used my Levy Pikemen, as well as Royal Peltas.
You will listen to my every command. You will obey my orders.
Ugh, really laggy.
Advance at speed!
Sorry for the lag, guys. I don't know. It was lagging a little bit earlier, and I think the host had bad internet connection. Can't remember which one is the host. The Gite player, I believe. The Gite player and the Swebby player eventually left. However, the battle started over here. This unit of bow horsemen was caught off skirmish mode and pretty much decimated. But this blob was like really bad. He was just focusing on one unit, and he could have like taken out both bow horsemen if he didn't like try to charge after them so recklessly. Of course, the Gite player decides to have his station heavy bowmen fire on this huge blob because these guys have no armor. It's only their shields that protect them, and these guys virtually have no armor either. So he decides to fire on them because he would obviously beat them. However, I decide to push up my own men because I want to stop that. I want to engage with the Gite player as well. So this unit took a lot of damage, and he was doing a good job for skirmishing them at long range. Like, this setup was horrendous. The Swebby player had some units over here like wooden ass spears. Wooden ass spears are pretty good for defensive reasons, but you have to be careful of shot cav. Shot cav will like still run them down pretty easily even though they have expert charge defense. I decided to try to catch up to him. I'm going to speed up here because nothing important was happening. The battle lasted like about 12-13 minutes. And it was just basically me. I did most of the work. I was trying to get one of the Roman generals. I got the other Roman general. I mainly destroyed the main core of the Dacians. I had to stop because I noticed that he was coming up. I didn't have my pikeman information because I was trying out a tactic that a person that I watch on YouTube suggested. This corps stands no chance against Samnite warriors, but I wanted to bring in my Etruscan hoplites for good measure. He decides to pile all of his night hunters here, and this was a horrendous mistake on the Dacian's part because he moved back a little bit. I decided to charge, but this unit, because I noticed that I wasn't going to have a good charge, I decided to pull out. And it was a good thing too.
Orders understood.
It was a good call on my part.
Yes, Commander. Raiders, advance! Hoplite phalanx!
I then decided to go after these bowmen because they were going to be very pesky and support the infantry here. I mean, the Dacians are going to lose over here because of the bow blob. Because his Dacian bowmen are too far away, they're going to not be able to support. However, they are going to be able to focus fire this mid down, and I couldn't stop that. However, it did enable me to get my other cav, the Italian cav, here.
Yes, Commander.
I was also able to help out over here.
Your orders?
I was able to pull them out. Eventually, this blob right here is going to rout, and so are the bowmen. The general is going to die, so that'll take care of that. I noticed that these guys were routing. I flanked with my Agrianian axemen to get some flank hits. I didn't get to put my levy pikemen into formation. That's alright.
Pikemen, form phalanx!
Yeah, it was a little
By
too
your
late.
command. Understood. For glory! Raiders!
I decided to charge here.
Advance at
I got the bow horsemen.
Engage! Charge! At the double! As you command.
And by this point, the Dacian guy left. Knew that it was hopeless, and yeah, just left.
Charge!
Hopefully the other game's not as laggy as this one.
Raiders! At the double! Raiders! By your command! Pick your targets, men!
And I mean, I'll be 100% honest. I did not expect to win as Epirus. I mean, I used to think Epirus was a great faction. I said this before and I'll say it again. I thought they were a great faction. However, when you compare them to the other Greek city-states, excluding Massalia and the Seleucids, Massalia and Syracuse, like Sparta and Athens, comparing them to those two, Epirus isn't that good when it comes to the hoplite field. However, when it comes to elephants and shock cav, they have a better roster. They have the best cav out of all of the Greek city-states. And they and it was actually showcased in the trailer. And sometimes you have to pay attention to the trailers to know which faction is strong at what.
Advance at speed!
So now I'm just preparing myself to go fight the
Understood.
Romans, who brought a core of Eagle Cohort, which is a bad idea. Because Eagle Cohort, although they are now heavy instead of very heavy, which makes them faster, I think they did that because the Battle of Teutoburg Forest was pretty hard. Because Eagle Cohort was so slow. It means that they don't brace as well. And that's evident in the historical battle too. They do have 90 armor though. I mean, having one Eagle cohort isn't a bad idea.
Understood.
I wanted to go after the general. I mean, I was paying attention to this cav unit, but I didn't think that he'd support with these units of cav over here because this first cohort was being attacked. However, he was. He moved his cav out of the way instead of supporting this unit of first cohort, and they're going to get decimated. He has cav back here, but that doesn't matter. His general is in danger, and now he needs to get his cav here, which he will. And I wasn't able to get the general, unfortunately. However, I'm more focused over here.
Advance at speed.
And just doing as much damage I can before I charge in. I mean, I wasn't too concerned about what was happening over here because I had a feeling that they were going to win anyway. And I was just more focused on throwing my javelins and precursors into the first line of Eagle cohort, or whatever the first line infantry was. I wanted to make sure that I damaged these guys as much as I could before I charged in. And for the past few replays I've been doing the same thing, using my shock calves to charge into a weak melee unit. You have to be careful when you're doing it to spears because some spears of course have extra charge defense. And that's why it's a good idea to play with every faction so you know the faction's strengths and weaknesses. The Romans get destroyed when they're surrounded, as is evident when you play the Battle of Teutoburg Forest.
Quickly now! Forward!
I saw this engagement not going in favor of my allies, so what I did was I decided to send my men, a unit of Samnite warriors, to help out.
Yes, Commander!
They're going to stay there until almost the end of the match. Eventually, I think I did. I brought up my Royal Peltas to help out weaken the front line. And I mean, these guys, like the Dacian guy said before he left, they were sleeping. I mean, this should never happen.
At speed!
These guys right here should not be able to fire all of their precursors. And the Agrianian Axemen actually won me the fight over here. Because the Agrianian Axemen survived and weren't like damaged by any like precursors or anything, they were able to take out the general. This general right here. Of course with like cav support. So I decided to do my frontal charge. Of course there will be precursors firing. However, this unit was wounded just enough so it didn't matter. He went into Testudo, which was a bad idea, of course. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to exploit it. I wasn't able to go through because, of course, you just trapped me with this cav. However, of course, because my Agrianian Axemen are still alive, I can still use them. My Levy pikemen weren't damaged at all and have 27 kills.
As you command. Operative phalanx! Pike phalanx!
Using pike phalanx, of course. My goal, of course, now is to take out the general, as well as the remaining cav, which I will be able to do.
For glory!
I actually made a mistake here with my general, making him fight 2 units at once.
Engage!
Like, that was my fault.
Advance at speed!
However, because formation attack is on both units, they weren't like really
Form a wall!
fighting. Like, they weren't focusing on my general. However,
Quickly
it was
now!
still like very dangerous.
Engage! Double time!
I noticed that his general was isolated here. I was going to charge right in, but then this unit of Eagle cohort was right there, so I wanted to be careful.
Yes, Commander!
Pulled out the general just enough so that
Shield wall!
they can like fight it. However, he decides to bring in
Charge! Orders understood!
his Eagle cohort. I decided to use one of my Agrian axemen over here to take out these Equites. And then I used the remaining 2 Agrian axemen to take out the Eagle cohort, as well as the general.
Engage! Understood!
I was able to do some rear charges to help out my general,
Engage!
who I forgot to use second wind on.
Riders! Advance! By your command! Riders! Advance at speed!
My levy pikemen over here were doing like really well. They have 90 kills and like lost 1 unit. So
Follow me!
the tactic that the person recommended worked. Now the Eagle cohort should last for a very long time.
Advance at speed! Riders at the double! Understood! We await your command. Advance at speed!
My Hellenic Royal
Riders!
Cav
Advance at speed!
were pretty much cleaning up in the middle. And then I wanted to rear charge this Eagle cohort to help out my men, as well as the general's bodyguard. Surprisingly, these Eagle cohort were beating my Royal Peltas.
Mandata tua! Charge!
Decided to bring in this last Agrianian axeman.
Riders at the
The
double!
Romans over here were pretty much cleaned up. And I mean, I didn't really need any more help, but all help is always appreciated. I was trying to divert this Eagle cohort away. I guess he didn't take the bait. But it doesn't matter, the general's dead, as you can see by the arrow over here. All I needed to do now is just rear charge what remained.
Advance at speed! Orders understood! Orders. Commander. To engage! As charge! Hail! Legio Parati! As you command! By your command!
That was a pretty bad charge, but I still got through.
To arms! Pull back! Advance! Forward! Withdraw!
And that was pretty much it. I got 2,100 kills. Yeah. Anyway, just give me 1 second. While I get the next battle up. Anyway, okay, let's go to the last one. This was another multiplayer battle. It's basically me as the Iceni versus my opponent, which played as Suebi. I picked the Iceni because I wanted to see if the Iceni hard countered the Suebi. And I also picked them because I was writing at school which factions counter which, and I wanted to see if the Iceni did.
Are evil usurpers of our own revered deities. They carry many of our traditions, and even pretend to fight like us. But today, we shall show them the true way of the warrior. Hey! For the mother!
I made a mistake here when I deployed. I meant to put my Druidic nobles behind these guys, for obvious reasons. They are more of a support unit. I didn't know what to expect. Like, I saw this core and I was like, ooh, looks tough, but does look beatable. Bloodsworn are anti-infantry specialists, if you didn't know. They do have a chance of beating Chosen Swords, but they have to be able to charge in without taking too much damage. Now, I don't mean skirmisher fire, I mean like actual hit point damage, because they have 55 health compared to the Chosen Sword's 60. I noticed that there was a Night Hunters here. Night Hunters are like bad at bracing. Like, they're bad. They are medium, but they have no armor. They rely on their shield. They are one of the 3 fear units. Actually, one of the 4 fear units that this Webby have. I was going to frontally charge it because I could. However, these 2 units of cav popped out of nowhere because there's a hill here and I didn't see it. So I decided not to. I decided to wait. I think what his goal was to somehow completely encircle my army with like these units of berserkers, club levy, and night hunters. I think he had the same here. Club levy, berserkers. He had a night hunters here too. Anyway, what I think he was trying to do was use his men, because he has more Bloodsworn than I have Chosen Swords and Heroic Nobles. Actually, no, he has more Bloodsworn than I have Chosen Swords. My front line would not be able to hold against a flank by these 2 flanks. If they were to flank me, I'd probably lose the game, or lose the battle rather. However, what I wanted to do, because of course his main line is just Bloodsworn and nothing behind them, is do what I do best and frontally charge. Now, I wasn't paying attention to this unit, the Simbri Bowwoman. I thought all he had was I thought all he had was Germanic slingers. I wasn't paying attention to them. So of course I decided to not go for the Germanic slingers because their shields are good for missile blocking. So I noticed an opportunity right here. His cav is over here. His Night Hunters is here with these berserkers to protect them, I think. But this club levy is all the way over here. Of course I have a spear band which would not stand up to club levy. But I also have a veteran riders. I have a heroic riders over here to deal with his noble riders. They would definitely win. And so I just thought to myself, I'll just keep them there. And if I need support, I have this unit of Chosen Swords. However, when I saw this unit coming up, I had a feeling that they weren't properly protected, and I thought that he was going to go after my spear band. So what did I do? I used my unit of veteran riders to just charge through them.
For the gods, charge!
I had to activate Frenzied Charge because they were gonna just decimate.
Anything for the gods!
I thought they were just gonna decimate my.
All right.
Wait, sorry. I thought they were just going to brace and use their precursors to decimate my men. Fortunately, I took out half of the unit on the charge and took only 4 losses. Actually, I think I took out 71 men and then 9 of them died to precursor fire from the night hunters. But the point was made. The point's made anyway. He decides to, use his noble riders and whatever. Over here, my dogs that I brought were tearing up these Germanic slingers. And I don't think he was paying attention to that. Because my goal was to stop these Bloodsworn.
Right out! Charge! Advance at speed!
Now, unfortunately, the Berserkers did get into my spear band, but that was fine because I didn't care. These Germanic slingers routed, and by this point I was actually a little bit afraid of what he was going to do with these noble riders, because he went all the way back here for like no reason. Now, of course, Bloodsworn are pretty quick. However, my dogs were also helping out beat them. And then, of course, I just decided to frontally charge them. And look at the hit point damage. Like, I was able to break his main line just by using veteran riders.
Charge!
And then I just used my chosen swords over here to take care of those ones. I used my chosen swords over here to take care of these Bloodsworn.
Aye! Kill! Kill! Kill!
I used chance. Now, I didn't expect them to brace well. I decided to charge again over here. I wasn't paying attention to this unit because I thought these were Germanic slingers. If I had noticed that they weren't Germanic slingers, I wouldn't have charged my men into them. I only noticed a little too late, so I lost that unit. Over here, I did really well against their cav. The Berserkers over here went out of control, destroying my spear band. My Levy Freemen got massacred. All of a sudden, my general got surrounded, which is what the Swebby wants. However, I was able to support the engagement. It's funny because the Berserkers went out of control twice over here. They didn't go out of control over here. I noticed that the general was going to break, so I decided to focus fire him.
As you say, charge!
He activated fast charge, I think. Yeah, he activated fast charge right before his general died. Over here, my chosen sword band were getting massacred by the Berserkers. Then their general died, of course. And that was pretty much the battle. And then the rest of the battle was basically me dealing with this Berserker. We shared good games. And it was interesting. And yeah, basically the rest of the battle was just dealing with that Berserker unit. I mean, a core of Bloodsworn could have worked, but he should have used his Night Hunters a little bit more better. Could have worked. Really could have. I want to do one multiplayer battle on the stream, and then that's it. I haven't used Sparta in a while. And setups like this are really bad. I mean, all our opponents have to bring are slingers. Rome can't bring all slingers, but Macedon can. Like, this army would lose to a nomadic army. No joke about that. Anyway, I haven't used Sparta in a while, so I'm going to use Sparta this time. No, just one. 280, I can bring a Spartan youth. This army is like a lot worse. To rely on Bactrian Hellmen is a bad idea, but who knows? People can pull off a lot of things in Rome too.
Ready! Orders.
I don't know if you guys know or are watching, but Sparta relies on their hoplites. Sparta doesn't have sword infantry. Sparta doesn't have what else does Sparta doesn't have? Sparta doesn't have good skirmishers either. I mean, with the exception of mercenaries. They do have a nice roster, but before they had mercenaries, they sucked when it came to skirmishing. And Gorgon's skirmishers are pretty nice, though. Now, what is my ally doing?
General!
I have to rely on my tough hoplites to win this battle.
Yes, come on! Missile warriors!
Right here.
Spartans! Await your command. Sparta!
Using my Spartan youths for helping my cav out. I'll need it. Oh shoot, the pikemen. Put them there. That should work.
Advance the speed! Sparta! General! Double time! At the double! Advance the speed! Double time! Quick march! At the double! Melee horsemen! Riders! Advance! At speed! What are you waiting?
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Fearless warriors!
The enemy is attacking our allies!
Quick! Reload! Battle ready and eager! Understood! Missile-armed warriors! Faster! Reload! Warriors eager for blood!
Sorry about that. I had a phone call, but apparently it's not going through.
Animo! Warriors eager for ready! Deadly missiles ready! I will kill them all!
Maybe I should start focusing on this Dodge Titan. Seems like a very
We'll
good.
kill them all! Ready for battle! Battle! Ready and eager! Fire! Missile warriors!
Yours to command! Understood! Commander! Forward! As you command! Yours! Engage!
Ready for battle!
Melee cavalry ready! Complete! Ready! Strike low! Strike low! Into the for glory! Quickly now! Orders! Your orders! Riders! At the double!
We hunger for blood and battle! Ready!
double! Riders! Service! Sparta! Anyone trying spears! Why you come on! Royal Spartans! As you command! Spartans! Quick march!
Citizen cavalry!
Forward! Charge! General! Attack them!
Our general is under attack!
Stood! For glory!
Citizen cavalry!
Advance!
We will pierce their hearts!
Look to the standard! As you command! Charge! Sparta! Spears ready! Forward! Sparta!
Ready for battle! As you say!
Swift riders at your command!
The men are wavering.
Ready and eager!
Swift melee cavalry! Yours to command! Spartans!
Citizen cavalry!
Quickly now! Advance at speed! Riders! Advance! Understood! Melee horsemen! Forward! Quickly now! Orders! Command at your command! As you command! Complete!
Battle ready!
Sparta!
Understood!
By your command!
Our men flee the field of battle! This is a shameful display.
We hunger for blood and battle!
Advance at
Warriors
speed!
ready!
Draw!
Run, curse you!
Yes, Commander! Swift melee cavalry! Advance!
Battle ready and eager!
Citizen cavalry!
Ready for battle!
Ready,
Citizen cavalry!
Forward! Ready and waiting! Ready! Spartan! Ready for orders!
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Pikemen! Form phalanx! Citizen cavalry!
Commander! Orders! Ready! Come engage! Order forward!
Citizen cavalry!
Riders!
Orders!
Advance! Riders at your command! Your orders! For glory!
We hunger for blood and
General!
battle!
Pikes, ready!
Deadly
Ready.
missiles ready!
Quick march!
Citizen cavalry!
Melee warriors!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
For glory! Riders! At the double! Ready and waiting. Your orders. Ready and waiting. Your orders.
By your command!
Yours to command.
Cryptes!
Understood. The ready.
Our men flee the field of battle! This is a shameful display.
Spartans are really tough. My ally over here has been wasting his arrows most of the match.
Spearmen, at the ready.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Sparta!
These enemies are just getting these players taking their place and after their charge.
Riders!
Fortunately, because there's a
Advance!
reason.
Forward! Spartan! Move!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Riders! At the double!
So I have to win this very quickly.
Sparta! Form phalanx now! Operatives ready! Charge! Forward! Orders understood.
To charge the princess.
Advance at speed! Spartans!
I have a better chance.
Operatives! Form phalanx! Quickly now! Advance at speed! Send them to Hades! Riders! Advance! General! Operative phalanx! Yes, Commander!
Citizen cavalry!
Pack charge! Riders! At the double!
Citizen cavalry!
Your orders! Forward! Riders! Advance! Spear infantry, ready! Orders understood! Charge! Melee cavalry! For glory! Sparta! Operatives! Form phalanx! Spear infantry, at your command! Ready and waiting! General! With a will!
I think he got it to
Anyone calling spear? Royal Spartans! Spartans! Spearmen, ready for orders! At speed! We await your command! Advance! Forget honor!
He didn't use the horse archers like really well. I lost 852 men, killed 1,548. My ally lost 1,143 men and killed 902 men. The Romans brought like 60 more men than Macedon. But he still lost more because he brought all these Bactrian hillmen. He did a pretty bad job with them, though. I mean, these guys were facing spears, but then he didn't surround the Romans when he had the chance. And the only reason he actually beat the Romans is because they didn't bring slingers. I want to play as Egypt, darn it. I will admit though, bringing horse archers as a spam if you're not playing as the nomads is unfair. As an Eastern faction, as Bactria, it's not right. As the nomads, it's actually acceptable. I'm going to save that replay and showcase it on a day that I can. I might be able to showcase it tomorrow morning, and I'll only be streaming until I get homework, and then after that I'm not streaming anymore until December. I need to win with the Drusen Kingdom to feel good. The past few battles with them have been very wanky. I have to develop some sort of plan where I don't rely on Thracian warriors. Probably won't use that. Probably 3 of these would be good. Athens doesn't have any veteran, Epirus doesn't have any veteran spears or swords, but they have the Hellenic Royal Guard and Hellenic Royal Cav. So I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, it's not easy to win with the Drusins at all. The Drusins, these 2 units are like the RDA. They're pretty bad, but then they have Peltas, which are good. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm going to risk not bringing a Thracian noble. And instead bring Thracian horsemen. See, this guy is like just spamming units. Like spamming his study is a bad idea for various reasons. If he was going up against a faction that has cataphracts like Seleucids, Bactria, Parthia, or Armenia, he'd lose for sure. Pontus has Cappadocian Cav, which have good charge. The only reason I'm playing as the Drusins is because I haven't won with them in a very long time. The last multiplayer battle I did with them was a quick battle, and I lost with them, but it was close. I messed up with my general, and he got massacred by 3 spears. The use of these Peltas could be the difference though, because weakening the main line before charging in is vital. Using Thracian warriors to do flank and rear charges is also a good idea, as they excel in when they're attacking most. Going up against Carthage, I don't know though. I'm going to change up the roster a little. Still could bring veteran Hoptates, maybe 3 Thracian warriors. Bring these slingers. trying to bring more Hastati. No, he's bringing the same amount of Hastati. Only problem I have with the setup he's bringing is that I think it lacks calf. I think that's it. And also he's relying on Hastati. And we know how bad Hastati are. I'm gonna try what the person I watch on YouTube also recommended as well with the Thracians. You know, use them to charge in and then use a supporting unit to put them in. For example, Hoplites and veteran Hoplites are good for that. Then pull out the Thracian warriors and nobles. Probably not Thracian nobles because they're very heavy. But no, the Thracian warriors. And then use them for flanking and rear charges.
Thracian warriors!
I'm risking bringing slingers because I don't know if Carthage is bringing
Warriors eager for blood!
Pontus is bringing horse archers.
Don't break
So
formation!
that messes up your day.
Thracian royal cavalry!
Thracian Royals have a charge of 43. Thracian Horsemen have 31. They have frenzied charge. And Thracian Royal Cav don't.
Riders ready!
They are medium. Don't. Oh, well.
Missile warriors! Thracian cavalry! Mounted warriors!
Like, one of the biggest reasons I don't like playing as the Thracians is because they're glass cannons. Yeah, they'll do a lot of damage on the charge, but then they'll get massacred afterwards. See, I don't know what he's trying to show me. He has 2 Syrian archers and I think 2 blood slingers, and yeah, he does like cav. He has only 2 equites, and that's, I don't think, good enough. I think he's trying to say is that there's a gap.
Battle ready and eager!
However, playing as the Thracians, no, there, I think there should. Excuse me.
Missiles ready! Forward! Slingers! We will pierce their hearts! Gotcha! Warriors eager for blood! for blood!
Deadly missiles ready! All right!
Warriors ready!
Slingers! We will pierce their hearts! Spear horseman! Slingers! No! Missiles ready!
Mount it! Aye!
Battle ready! Battle ready! Spear horseman!
Run! Curse you!
The enemy is attacking our ally!
Riders ready! Get running!
Advance at speed!
Hack!
We'll kill them all! Fire at will!
Swift horsemen!
Slingers! Battle ready! Understood. Orders! As you say!
Horseman!
Quickly now! Warriors eager for blood! We will pierce their hearts! Warriors, move out!
Hoplites!
Slingers!
Racing cavalry! Hoplites ready!
Yours to command! Ready for orders!
Thracian warriors! Run, bless
Deadly missiles ready! Spear horseman! Warriors ready! As you
Battle
say!
ready! Battle ready and eager!
Slingers!
Be horseman! Warriors!
Our horses love blood! We will pierce their hearts! Battle ready and eager!
Be horseman!
Quickly now! hunger for blood and battle! Got
Charge!
charge! Bound to death! Forward! Spear horseman!
Hoplites ready!
Spear horseman!
Missile!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Thracian warriors!
Spear horseman!
Hoplites! Thracian warriors!
Break up!
Hoplites ready! Hoplite phalanx! Warriors!
Back! Live to fight another day! Get out!
Thracian cavalry! Megger! Gal! Gal! Our horses love blood! Ah! Thracian warriors!
Break up!
Orders! Magna! Charge!
Battle ready! Spear horseman!
Swift horsemen!
Thracian cavalry! Spear horseman!
As you say! Understood! Thracian warriors! Spear infantry! Come out!
Spear
Slingers! Get running!
Thracian cavalry! The men are wavering.
Battle ready! Hoplite! Forward! Slingers! We hunger for blood and battle! All right! Gotcha!
Katu Wallow!
Slingers!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Fire! Ready!
Your commands. At the double!
Warriors! Hoplites ready! On me!
Warriors ready!
Glory!
Spear horseman!
All right!
Melee warriors! Get ready!
Ready! Missiles ready! Take orders!
They will bleed for us.
Forward! Got to
The enemy general is dead. Melee warriors!
Hoplites ready! Hoplites
Ready!
Mounted warriors! Thracian warriors!
Back! Live to fight another day!
We await your command! Warriors!
Break up!
Our horses love blood! Spear infantry ready! As you command!
Orders! Get moving!
Warriors!
Forward!
Warriors ready! Thracian warriors!
Get running!